thing.
Genie Bopper is our newborn king.
Hello, Brentwood, and welcome to The Beat Goes On. First question, how many chords were there in that song? One, in case you didn't notice. So many of you play instruments and all of you listen to all kinds of music, but how many of you actually listen to the individual instruments when a song is being played? Do you only hear the melody and lyrics being sung, or can you hear each instrument and what role it plays? Now, pay attention, because there's going to be a quiz at the end of this presentation.
Hello, everyone. Yes, today we are going to discuss the role of instruments in a band and how they contribute to the overall arrangement of a song. And of course, we're going to discuss the role of the guitar and undoubtedly how it contributes the most with power chords and those licks. Who could deny it?
Well, I could deny that. The keyboard player creates a landscape of color through the use of synthesizer sounds, embellishing the chords, and improvising on the melody and syncopating the rhythm. But don't take my word for it. I'm going to call one of Brentwood's most amazing keyboard players to prove this to you. Hey, Ben, are you there?
Oh, hey, didn't see you there. I'll have to agree with Mr. Nunes, everybody. The primary role of a keyboard player in a band is to provide harmonic accompaniment to the melodic components of the song. In order to do this, the keyboard player must have an in-depth understanding of the music genre, the appropriate chord qualities to play, and the right voicing or inversions, alongside the harmonic implications of the melody of the song. Now, it sounds very complicated, and it is, and that's why we need to study for years to do what we do. When a melody or tune is being played, the role of the keyboardist is to house those melodies with chord structures. This means adding a bit of extra flavor to fit the stylistic subtleties of whatever is being performed. The keyboardist has to be thinking, what's the best chord or chord progression that will house these melodies and give them the best interpretation? The ability to create or heighten rhythmic interest cannot be left out. The keyboardist must also be well-versed in a variety of comping styles, vamping patterns, and the list goes on. They also need to be able to play montunos in a Latin band if necessary. For example, in a bossa nova style piece, you might be playing something like this. Or maybe in a Latin style piece, you're playing. Or maybe in a medium swing. Or maybe perhaps a ballad. So, at the beginner stage of development, the keyboardist learns how to accompany songs using primary chords in the key. Then if he or she proceeds into learning other sophisticated chords that are essentially the same ones before, they sound a little bit different. For example, a regular D minor 7th chord will sound like this. But you can also play it like this, or maybe this, or perhaps this. There's an infinite amount of possibilities, and you need to find the right chord to fit the exact style that you're trying to play in. The keyboardist's role in a band can extend to using the synthesizer to play the role of other instruments like the drums, bass, string section, brass section, and more. Knowledge of the range and technique of various instruments is required for the keyboardist to play this auxiliary role. For example, if a keyboardist is playing the auxiliary role by synthesizing the sound of the guitar, he or she has to sound like a guitar player in range and technique. All this to say, the keyboard can sound like a guitar, so who really needs those pesky guitar players?
hold on a minute there, Ben. That is just going way too far. We guitarists are known for our displays of skill, which is one reason why our fans love coming to our concerts. Guitarists, whether a lead or rhythm guitarist, are responsible for providing the instrumentals necessary to make a song come alive. It is often their playing that can add color and texture to a song. It is often their playing that can really add diversity. Guitarists who also serve as the vocalists of their respective bands have the twofold responsibility of playing the notes right and providing the best vocal rendition at the same time. This can be challenging and can be performed only by the most dedicated of musicians, like me, of course. They also must be very knowledgeable about their instruments, since a lot of improvisation may be necessary during live performances. Guitarists are expected to know their equipment intimately and expertly as possible, since they are often responsible for setting these up before every single show. They should know their amplifiers, effects processors, pedals, and other kinds of equipment work, so that there will be no hitches in their performances when they go live. Aside from performing live, guitarists also write songs together with their bandmates. During their practice sessions, guitarists collaborate with their vocalist, drummer, and pianist to come up with fresh songs, which can be recorded later on in the studio after the lyrics and chords have been finalized. Attending rehearsals is also part and parcel of the work of guitarists, since it's here where they're able to make harmonious music with the rest of their bandmates. Even if they are not writing a new song in these sessions, guitarists must be present during band rehearsals so they can finalize their playlist for an upcoming gig and basically hone their playing technique. So what would the band be without the guitar player?
All right. Well, although your arguments may be valid, you seem to be missing something. Imagine your favorite songs being played without the beats of the drums to it. Well, keeping time is simple, right? Well, that's wrong. Coordination is challenging. Try using 2 hands and 2 feet, all playing different rhythms at the same time. For example, when you're playing a samba beat, it's like think about counting your head while playing strange patterns. You're playing 4 different instruments at once. Between both arms and feet, it's not something people can just pick up. It just takes years of practice. The drummer lays the foundations, provides the pulse, and brings the groove for the track, letting the rest of the band express themselves creatively. The beat of the track ties everyone together, and the drummer proving himself or herself as a reliable timekeeper encourages trust amongst other players, ultimately leading to better music. Drummers and bassists together usually form the rhythm section of a band. Think of a band like a car, with the rhythm section taking the place of the engine to power everything along. Meanwhile, the vocals and lead guitar are the bodywork and paint job. They add the creativity and key selling points, but won't get very far without the engine. It's key that a drummer and bassist connect and work well together, whilst also taking input and direction from the other members. As a guitarist, vocalist, or other musician, you can get away with the odd mistake or bum note, but this is not the case for drummers. Just a single bass drum would change the whole feel that is specific to a part of song. A drummer has to keep himself and everyone else in touch, and is essentially the leader of the band. Drummers rule.
I feel like you're all wrong. I feel like bass is probably one of the most important role in the band. It's crucial because it serves as an essential life support to every band, providing rhythmic and harmonic functions. They play all the root notes of almost all the chords and progressions in songs. People may have recognized but not heard it, not because we're not good, but because most audiences listen to music objectively, meaning their ears will only listen to the loudest and most recognized parts. For example, many pop songs have bass parts hidden in their tracks, but usually people listen to the vocals rather than the individual instruments. Bassists, they were often ignored unless they were well trained like me. For years of harsh practice on this particular instrument, if you're good, you can provide a good feeling and steady pulses with your very own bass. But it's a very responsible position, and once you master it, you will be one step closer to understanding music.
Okay, let's end this debate, guys. Everyone is wrong except for me. What would a band be without the vocalist? In every group, there has to be a leader. And in a band, the leader is pretty much the vocalist. Not only do we sing our hearts out, we entertain the audience, we even entertain the backstage crew, and the girls love us. We sing the melodies. We sing the lyrics. Some of us even play the instruments at the same time. Who, in short, are the fans coming to see? The singer, of course.
Well, Mr. McGill, I think this could be a draw. However, perhaps everybody's wrong, because where would they be without an audience?
Yes, without the audience, we are nothing. As the feedback that we get from a live audience, it motivates us, our craft, and drives us with our performances. But thank you to all these instrumentalists and singers who all play a vital role in shaping the music that we make.
Yeah, thank you guys for setting the record straight. Now, talking about music, we should get a song soon.
Yeah, I think that's great. Thank you to our audience today for taking part in our webinar, and don't forget to answer the questions following this presentation.
Yeah, for all the correct answers, you could win a no expenses paid trip all the way to Hawaii post-COVID-19. Let's hit it, Nathan.
Sometimes in our lives, we all have pain, we all have sorrow. But if we are wise, we know that there's always tomorrow. Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on. For it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. Please swallow your pride. If I have things you need to borrow, for no one can fill those of your needs that you won't let show. Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on. For it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. Just call me brother when you need a hand. We all need somebody to lean on. I just might have a problem that you'd understand. We all need somebody to lean on. Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on. For that it won't be long till I'm jamming. We be jamming. We be jamming. We be jamming. We be jamming. Boom.
Just call me.
Oh, when you need a friend. Oh, baby, no. Oh, when you need a friend. Oh, baby, no. Oh, when you need a friend. Oh, baby, no.
Lean on me.
Well, it looks like Mr. Nunes has stepped away. I threw up the first question. How many different instruments were featured in today's webinar? And at the beginning, we have 5. That is true. Actually, I would say probably 90% got that one right. Next question, we got, what is the role of the guitar player in the band according to Steven? I'll give you guys a little bit of time to see if you get this one.
Up to war. Electrically, they keep a baseball score.
Oh, this one's a bit more of a toughie. What do you think, Mr. Nunes?
To either play rhythm, lead, or both.
Ooh. All right, this one may be tough for a lot of the people, a lot of the younger guys out there, guys and girls. This one is who originally sang "Lean on Me." Let's see.
Looks like Dee Dee got it.
Yeah, we got a Bill Withers.
Bill Withers
originally sang that song.
Bill Withers, and he just passed away actually a couple of weeks ago.
All right, next on the list we got whose version of "Lean on Me" did we cover? I got a few Nathan Lopez's in there.
Yeah, it looks like Vicky Parks has got the answer there.
Vicky Parks got it right. Club. Oh, I'll butcher the name. Nouveau.
Oh, I think it's spelled.
All right, next on the list, we got which house uses "Lean on Me" for their theme song? Oh, sorry. I'm ahead of myself. Which house uses "Lean on Me" for their theme song?
It's like Susanna got it.
Susanna got it. This one was quick. It is Allard House. Next on the list, we got what song was Ben playing in his introduction? And Ben, you can't answer this one.
He was playing piano.
Yeah.
And,
No right answers so far. All right, anyone got this one?
Sunny Side of the Street.
Sunny Side of the Street.
All right.
Haley Stewart coming in. All right, next we got question number 7. What were the 4 styles that Ben played in? This one's a tough one. He did a bunch of styles. Piano, 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 piano.
Nice try.
Kalia, nice try. Ooh, these ones are close. They're not in the right orders. We're missing a couple. Vicky got that one again.
Looks like they've all got a little bit of it.
He did do a lot. What he did in the order is Latin, bossa nova, ballad, and then swing. I think Vicky got those ones in the right order. All right, next question. In what city was Justin during his presentation?
Hong Kong is right.
Hong Kong. That's right. All right, next. Question number 9. Who did Nathan say the audiences were coming to see? Oh, everyone's getting this one right. The singer, the vocalist, the talent. Well, the whole band is the talent. Or Nathan himself. Right on. All right, question number 10. What conclusion did Mr. Nunes and Mr. McGill come to? I think everyone got this one quite off the bat. That's right, everyone is what makes it come together. We got the audience, we got all parts of the band. It's a team effort. Well, that's all the questions that we have today. I hope that you enjoyed. I'm going to let Mr. Nunes, he probably has some things to say.
Oh, I just have to say thank you so much for joining us. That was awesome.
Right on.
Fun putting this one together. So hopefully you'll listen to music with a more open mind. Listen to all the different instruments and see how it all comes together. Have a good one.
Well, thank you guys very much. I'm going to play you guys out with The Beat Goes On by Sonny and Cher.
One chord.
I'll see you guys next time.
Bye-bye.
The beat goes on. The beat goes on. Drums keep pounding a rhythm to the brain. La-da-da-da-dee. La-da-da-da-da. Charleston was once the rage, History has turned a page, The miniskirts, the current thing, Teeny bopper is our newborn king, And the beat goes on. The beat goes on. Drums keep pounding a rhythm to the brain. La-da-da-da-dee.